What's going on, guys? It's the Gemmy Fan here on Gemmy Master Animatronics, and what we have here today to show you is the start of a, I wouldn't say a restoration necessarily, but I would say a pretty major repair over the Tekky Toys 2009 Hovering Ghost. Now, this is the 2009 version from Spirit, the oldest version that there is. It says 2008 on the box, but obviously that's the manufacturer's date. The release date was a year later. So for $49.99, now you're probably thinking, where the heck did you get this? Well, me and Tyler X71 did a trade, and I'm sure you've probably already seen the unboxing by this point. If I haven't uploaded it, my apologies. But I had to trade off two of the 2013 Cherubs from Spirit for the Hovering Ghost and that blue Santa up there that I needed for my collection. Thank you for that, by the way. But he bought this on eBay, I think for like 40 bucks shipped. I could be wrong, maybe 45. And yes, it is a Hovering Ghost. Yes, it is the oldest model out there. But of course, with it being the oldest model out there, it's going to have its fair share of issues. One being a very minor issue. Just the wires came off the harness here. I just got to reattach that, or attach a new harness right there, which should not be a big deal whatsoever. Now, the more questionable part is in the base. It rises, but it does not rotate from side to side. So either a belt's off, a gear's split, or something's broken in there. I'm not really sure. But judging from the fact that I cannot move it manually, I'd say that probably the gear is just locked up or split or something like that. Could be wrong, but you never know. But this mechanism is down in the base, so that's what we're going to have to open up to investigate. But I'll show you what it does real quick. Just kind of sits there and hums. That's the mechanism humming. Trying to readjust itself before activation. Because it's not hitting the relay, so it's going to take a lot longer. Now you guys probably get the point by now. This is what's going to need to be worked on, and I'm going to take you guys along because I've never been in a Hovering Ghost before. I've never even owned one before. I've seen them in stores, but I've just never had a chance to own one myself. But thank you for that, Tyler. I really appreciate it. And I heard that they are coming back with them this year in Cracker Barrel for like probably 50 bucks, maybe 40. I might need to check that out. Not that I need another one, but I mean, I'm just kind of curious. But anyways, I guess we'll open the bottom of this base up and take a look at it. Alright, so in order to do this, we're going to have to remove these 10 screws at the bottom. Obviously, let's just go ahead and... Well, these feet are kind of locked into place here. This one's locked in there. I don't want to break that. Anyways, let's get these out of here. This might take just a few minutes. An older one, judging by that board right there, because it does not have micro transistors and capacitors. It's all the big stuff, the old stuff. There's a speaker, obviously, circuit board, adapter port, and then there's that rotating mechanism that we have to check out. Now, judging from the looks of it, nothing seems to be broken offhand. I mean, right offhand, so that's great. Relay switch is intact. So basically all we need to do is remove this mechanism from the bottom here and open it up, because I really don't... Okay, that's definitely belt driven, because there's the belt driven cover right here on the other side of it. So I guess we'll just go ahead and take that out and then take the mechanism apart. I might speed this up, I might not, depends on how it goes. Still in really good shape. It doesn't have any residue on the side or anything. And there's the motor right there. So now you can get rid of this area so you don't pull any wires off. And you have the free standing mechanism right here to work on yourself. So, yep, definitely a split gear. See if I can angle it in there so where you can see it. You probably can't, but when I turn that, you can see it getting caught. So, yep, that's our only issue for this. Thank goodness. So I'm going to come back. I'm going to pause this and come back with a new gear because I got to go find one. Alright, so I got a new A-tooth on there, but it's not on there halfway. I mean, more than halfway, because what I'm going to do is instead of killing and scraping up the end of my fingers, I'm going to put the mechanism back together only with one screw, go around the other side of it, and then take a hammer or a screwdriver and just gently tap it in, and it'll actually go in place on its own. So it saves you a lot of time and a lot of stress for sure. So we're going to put it back together here. If it will go back together right. Not that bad. I'm going to put one screw in the corner here just to hold it in place while I tap it down. Now make sure you guys do this gently because you don't want to damage the gear right here on the other side, because it is on the other side where you're going to have to tap it down with. So let's try that out. And there you have it. Turning very well. Yeah, that's basically it. Let's turn the gears in there as it should, and we're pretty much good to go. So put the motor and everything back in there. Do it exactly as you took it apart. Just make sure you kind of retrace your steps here. So here he is all fixed up. You can't really tell that he's fixed up until you see him in action, of course. But he's all put back together now. Everything went smoothly. I didn't really take a video or any parts of me soldering the LEDs, not LEDs, but the harness jack back in place, because I mean that's just a simple soldering job. But I ended up using the original harness since it was just the wires were pulled off for some odd reason, so I just had to fix that. And you could still connect and disconnect them fairly easily when putting it back in storage, of course. But anyways, we'll check out the box first. Although it is pretty beat up, the fact that it has it is pretty cool. It says hovering ghost, rises over 3 feet, sways side to side. Ghostly moaning, light up eyes, sold for $50 at Spirit at the time, which wasn't that bad. Great party item. This is where it's kind of really beat up. This is complete the Halloween scene with the spooky hovering ghost. 2008 Tekky Toys, all rights reserved. Tells you all the instructions and stuff like that with the telescoping pole. And yeah, there's really no description on it. Just kind of says complete your Halloween scene with a spooky hovering ghost. That's pretty much all I have to say about it overall. Thank you again, Tyler, for this hovering ghost. I've always wanted one, and what better version to have than the older version, than the oldest one that they came out with at the time. But yeah, he's pretty much all good to go. So let's turn them on and show them to you. If I can actually get to the module. So there you have it, guys, for the 2009 Tekky Toys Animated Hovering Ghost. And we'll play it one last time. And I'm turning the lights off here halfway because you can see the eyes better.